friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So today is week 3 of Robbie from Creations in Paper and myself sharing our favourite or a colouring technique with you. This week I've gone for our reinkers and we're using rich Razzleberry along with the Stampin Spritzer, and what I've done here is I've added alcohol, 99%. It's actually isopropyl alcohol, that's it there. I just bought this from Bunnings a long time ago, so you can get it from there or any hardware store, I suppose. So that's what we're using. Now, I decided to go a different way this time, so I've just filled it up with the alcohol and I've added no water. Okay, usually I add a tiny little bit of water, but I decided not to. So we'll see what happens. And we're going to use the rich Razzleberry ink pad along with our, sorry about the light, Dainty Delight stamp set. We're going to use that image, okay? And a little bit of Shimmer paper, which unfortunately is retiring. So if you haven't got any, grab it before it's gone. Rich Razzleberry is retiring as well, and when I did this card I wasn't aware of that, so it's a nice surprise to use it once again. Okay, so what we're going to do first up is we're going to put scrap paper down, okay, just like that, because I don't want it to go everywhere when we spray our ink. So that's our piece of shimmer paper, okay, and we're going to come in, whoops, this is going to be interesting because I think the lid on this bottle may be broken, so we'll see what happens. So all I'm going to do, spray a little bit down. I always test it first and then I just spray over the top, oops, just like that. And what I've done is I've put about 6 or 7 drops, I think, of re-ink into the bottle, okay? Now, I'm just going to let that dry naturally, and while that's drying, I might do along the bottom again, because I see what happens. I'm just got to be careful. I'm taking this lid off. I just want along the bottom, a little bit darker. Oops. So I'll just put that up on the shelf out of the way, and we'll just put this aside to dry. It won't take long. You could use your heat tool, but I'm going to leave it dry naturally. So hopefully by the time I finish the rest of the card, it'll be nice and dry. And I'm just going to put that aside. Actually, I want that piece of paper. I've got something on there that I want. So we'll just put that aside and throw that in the bin. Then what we're going to do is bring in our kit. So we're using, our base card is Fresh Freesia. And we're just going to burnish this in the middle and down the middle of the score line. And of course I keep forgetting my bone folder. Just let me fix that up. See if you can see that. That's better. Okay, now I've grabbed a piece of basic white and I have embossed it with one of the embossing folders from the Basics 3D set. These folders are available on in the online exclusives, and I've used this one. It's a really nice, I suppose, crisscross, but a subtle, really subtle background. Okay, so that's what I've used for this one. So we'll just stick this down. Oops, put that out of the way. Now, this is one of the bonus cards that we did in our technique class yesterday. It wasn't the card we did, I just did this as a bonus sample to show them how to create with the basic re-inker and spritzing. Okay, I'll show you the other cards at the end. So just checking to see how that's going for drying. It's pretty good. Because it's alcohol and it's all alcohol, it won't take long at all to dry. So we've done that. Then we're going to bring in our circle. Now I've die cut this from basic white and using the layering dies circles, which are also retiring. So there's a lot of retired stuff here. I'm still waiting on my order. It's still being picked. But a lot happens on the day we can pre-order, because you've got the retirement list for both annual and cattle and mini coming out as well. So we're just going to ink this up with rich Razzleberry, and I'm just going to stamp it sort of towards the top. That's it. Close that up and put it away. We're finished with that. And then, just bear with me, I'm sorry, I've got an ink pad. Then what we're going to do is grab some fresh freesia ribbon, and we're just going to tie a small bow. Now I know we're doing this card probably all upside down and back the front, but that's okay. I'll put all the elements together in a minute. And I only want a little bow, so I just keep playing with the little tails of the bow. And once I'm happy with that, we'll just trim them off so that they're nice and neat. And we can put that aside. Then what we'll do is, we may as well put a couple of dimensionals on the back. Put that aside, and this is pretty dry, so this is what it will look like, okay? You can actually see all the shimmer in here. It's really pretty. And I wanted the light around the top really light. So once again, just spray it nice and even across your card to get that even spread. Then we're going to bring in our stamparatus, which I've already put our image on. Now, where did I do that? I think it was about there. Okay, so we're going to line that up. Now, I'm using the stamparatus because I want a really nice, crisp, firm image. And that looks pretty good. So I'll just grab ink pad again, and I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black, and we're just going to ink this up. Now the stamparatus is going as well, and I know some areas or countries have sold out of the stamparatus, and it's product. So I'm just going to press down lightly with that, with the tissue, just so I get a nice crisp, crisp image. Good thing about this, you should get, if you haven't moved your cardstock, it should be in exactly the same spot. And I'm just going to do it once more. I seem to be missing this side. And that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So we'll just take that off. Put that aside. Move all this out of the way. Bring in a piece of basic black. Okay. And then we're going to ink this up. Just like that, so that it's nice and even all the way around. Just like that. Okay, then we're going to grab our dimensionals, and we're actually going to use our black ones. Oh, they're little. So I have to use the little. I'm not sure where my black dimensionals are, but they'll do the job. I love these things. We'll put a few extra on because they are the little ones, and I've probably gone a little bit overboard, but doesn't matter. Now all the links to my blog will be below. And once you get to my blog, there'll be a link to Robbie's blog as well. So be sure to check out what she's created. So what we're going to do now is stick this onto our card, just like that. I don't press down until I'm happy with how straight it is. And that looks pretty okay. And then I'll just gently press. so that it sticks. Okay, then we're going to bring in our circle. We're just going to put it there, I think. So we'll take off our lid for our dimensionals. Put that just about there so that it's nice and straight. Press down gently. We'll bring in our little bow, and then we're going to grab our mini glue dots, and we'll put a couple on the back. I always put 1 or 2 just so that I know it's going to stick there, and that's just going to go there like that. Okay, just like that. Fluff it up a bit. And then we're going to bring in our iridescent rhinestones. I thought it'd be nice to have those because the background's shimmery. So let's do I use the iridescent rhinestones to make it more shimmer. Make it more shimmer to have it shimmer more. One about here, and we'll put a little one up here, and that is our card using the Spritzer bottle and the ring inkers. Okay, so that's our card for today. So now I'll just show you the ones we did in class. Now these are available, the tutorial will be available for purchase later on in the week. So that's another one with 3 tones. Okay. And then we've got another one with the background. That's got 3 or 4 colours as well. Okay. So, and enjoy your week, and thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And I hope you've been enjoying these techniques we've been doing. Okay, thanks a lot. Enjoy your week. See ya. All right.